Since 2024, PC Kit Green has been a familiar face on the cobblestones of Coronation Street, but a brutal stabbing has thrown his future into uncertainty, as the show featured a terrifying siege involving Mick Michaelis. Fan favorite Kit Green has found himself seriously injured after being stabbed in a dramatic Coronation Street twist, sparking concerns over whether he will remain part of the Weatherfield storyline. In the latest episode aired on Monday night, Kit was viciously attacked by the villainous Mick Michaelis, and viewers saw his distraught partner Sarah Platt rushing through the hospital, visibly emotional. A flashback revealed that Kit and Mick had a fraught history, stemming from a youthful crime for which Kit let Mick take the fall. While Mick served time behind bars, Kit secretly fathered a child, Brody, with Mick's then-girlfriend Lou, who kept the identity of Brody's biological father hidden for years. Back on the cobbles, Mick was taken away in handcuffs, leaving stunned residents watching the scene in shock. One of those watching was Bernie Winter, Kit's mother, who works at the local cafe. Overwhelmed, she cried out, "That's my son!" as the ambulance sirens pierced the air. In a surprising moment, Mick turned to Brody, who only recently learned the truth about his real father, and offered an apology, even though the boy still refers to him as Dad. This emotional moment followed a tense confrontation in which Kit tried to prevent Mick from reaching the rooftop in an attempt to get to his daughter Joni. Mick ended up behind bars following the violent killing of PC Craig Tinker in May. However, he recently broke out of prison, and now Kit's life is in serious jeopardy. During a confrontation, Mick lashed out and stabbed Kit after Kit taunted him about Brody actually being his son. Kit was discovered badly hurt and bleeding before emergency services arrived, but his condition was clearly grave. His survival remains uncertain. According to spoilers for Wednesday's episode, Kit is still clinging to life, but his situation in the hospital deteriorates rapidly. Actor Ryan, who portrays Brody, previously hinted at an intense storyline, suggesting there are so many dramatic scenes ahead for Kit, Brody, and Mick. Ryan gave a strong indication that Kit might recover from his injuries, sharing his excitement about the direction of the storyline for his character. He revealed that viewers could expect to see some typical father-son moments between Brody and Kit, suggesting that the policeman pulls through. Speaking about the potential developments in the plot, Ryan said, "It's such an interesting relationship. Kit being a cop and Brody constantly causing trouble adds a unique tension." He continued, "Working alongside Jacob is amazing. There's so much raw emotion and drama involved, especially the revelation about who Brody's real dad is." Ryan added, "I think Brody has a lot of mixed feelings toward Kit. There's likely some deep-rooted resentment, but also the chance for everyday father-son experiences. Things like talking about girls or hosting a party. The story could go in so many fun directions, and I'm really excited to explore them." Coronation Street's Carla shows her support for Lisa amid therapy, but a shock follows. Lisa Swain's emotional turmoil in Coronation Street can be traced back to the tragic loss of her wife, Becky, who also served as a police officer. The recent death of PC Craig Tinker, who was killed in the line of duty, struck Lisa particularly hard, as it brought painful memories of Becky's own fatal incident to the surface. Becky had died while pursuing a suspect when she was hit by a speeding getaway car. Lisa's sorrow was intensified by the fact that just before Becky's death, she had been under scrutiny from the force's anti-corruption team, a situation that had already placed a heavy strain on their relationship. In fact, the couple had a major falling out on the very day Becky died, a confrontation that left Lisa with deep regret, knowing she never got the chance to apologize or mend things. During Craig's memorial, where fellow officers and loved ones paid their respects, Lisa was hit by the realization that Becky had been denied a dignified farewell because of the cloud of suspicion surrounding her at the time. Encouraged by Carla, Lisa reluctantly agreed to try therapy as a step toward healing. Though hesitant, she attended a session, but immediately became guarded when the therapist brought up Becky. In coming episodes, Lisa experiences a distressing moment when she witnesses a robbery at the corner shop. But instead of reacting as a trained officer might, she freezes on the spot. Afterward, she refuses to open up to Carla about the incident, leaving Carla confused and concerned. Still wanting to support her, Carla gently urges Lisa to stick with therapy, reassuring her that continued sessions might bring relief. Lisa remains doubtful, but quietly hopes Carla's right. However, a twist may be brewing. At work, Michael Bailey uses Carla's laptop and spots something on the screen that catches him off guard. Could Carla be secretly taking steps to help Lisa behind the scenes? The drama is far from over. Recent on-location photos show Lisa visibly distraught in a wooded area with Carla by her side comforting her. Did an argument erupt between them? Or has Lisa uncovered a new painful truth about Becky's past? Debbie kisses stunned Coronation Street resident amid hotel outburst. Debbie Webster continues to worry those close to her in Coronation Street as her apparent dementia symptoms become more noticeable. Her diagnosis came earlier this year after she sought medical help for a series of troubling signs. Initially choosing to keep the heartbreaking news private, Debbie eventually opened up to her loved ones. She also rekindled her relationship with Ronnie Bailey, who assured her that he would stand by her no matter what. At first, Debbie attempted to distance herself from Ronnie by pretending she no longer cared for him, fearing he'd feel obligated to become her full-time caregiver as her condition progressed. Actress Sue Devaney recently shared that the storyline is far from over. "I know the story's going to continue through 2027, so Debbie isn't leaving anytime soon," she told ITV's Lorraine. "We wanted to establish the diagnosis first, and then take viewers on the journey of what it's like to live with dementia." In upcoming scenes, Debbie finds herself at the hotel when a customer lodges a complaint. Instead of responding with her usual professionalism, she lashes out with a sharp and inappropriate remark. The guest captures her reaction on video and threatens to upload it online, something that could spell PR disaster for the hotel. Thankfully, Ryan Connor steps in, calms the situation, and convinces the guest to delete the footage. Grateful for his help, Debbie impulsively grabs Ryan and kisses him on the lips, a gesture she sees as harmless. Ryan is taken aback, but suspects both her behavior and the kiss may be linked to her illness. He later confides in Ronnie, expressing his concern about Debbie's mental state. Ronnie is visibly shaken by what Ryan tells him. Later, Debbie becomes upset with Ryan, who explains that he only acted out of concern for her well-being and friendship. He reminds her that not every colleague might have responded with the same empathy and discretion. Will Debbie come to understand that Ryan's actions came from a place of genuine care?